Hey everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play The Sims 4 with the Baker family. And it's the day just after the wedding. Both Henry and Lee were really tired this morning. I'd like to imagine that they were maybe hungover from their party. And Lee actually went to work with almost 3 hours late, so that's definitely not very good, but he's in a very good mood. He's also quite hungry, but hopefully he'll eat something at work. And I'm also having him socialize with his coworkers so that he can maybe meet some colleagues and try to become friends with them. Right now, Henry is actually skating just to pass the time and enjoy his day off, and also as you can see we are having a heat wave here in Newcrest. Though Henry is also waiting for his brother to be done with work. I actually don't remember if Thomas was supposed to be working today. I think he is, but in any case he's just waiting for 3 p.m. to come, for today to be at 3 p.m. so that he can go to the gym with his brother, I think in San Maishuno, because I'd like to imagine that maybe the gym in San Maishuno was being renovated or something and they just opened it, and maybe the views from the treadmills were advertised in some kind of magazines or something, and Henry would like to go check out this gym with his brother and work out a little bit more and maybe make some new friends. But because it's so hot right now, what are you going to do? Perform a skating routine? Really? I'd like to see that. Alright, he's undoing the skating routine now apparently, though he doesn't seem to be moving that much. Well, that's a good routine there. But as I was saying, because it's a heat wave, he's probably a little bit thirsty. So let's go ahead and get a lemonade. Actually, once I was living in the neighborhood in which Thomas, Charles, Yvette, and Madison are living, and actually the family that I was playing with was living on the exact same lot, and they had this skating rink just next to their house. And I had one of their kids go skating from time to time, and that kid, his skating skill go up so quickly, and he was always doing some skating routine and having so much fun skating. He always wanted to skate, that I placed a skating rink in Newcrest, actually the exact same one that I placed in this world, and I created a skating club and all of that for him to spend time with other people who were skating as well, and it was actually pretty cute. So maybe we can have one of their kids to do the same thing depending on their personality. That could be so sweet to see. But it's 3 p.m. already. Actually, let's go ahead and use the bathrooms quickly. He also needs to take a shower apparently. Oh, there's no toilets here. Okay, well anyway, we can use the bathrooms at the gym. So let's go ahead, travel to San Maishuno with Thomas. Thomas and Henry just arrived at the gym, so let's have Henry actually tell an engaging story to his brother. Maybe tell him, thank you for coming to our wedding. It was an amazing day. I really enjoyed the time there. And also I forgot to show you, but I've hung up one of the pictures that were taken during the wedding into Henry and Lee's room. So I will show you that as soon as we go back home. But as you can see here, it's actually quite hot, but also cloudy, so it's not a heat wave. So I think the weather is a little bit more pleasant here. But let's go downstairs, use the bathrooms really quickly, and maybe we can take a brisk shower so that he can get energized, and then we can go ahead and work out a little. It's not necessarily something that Henry needs, I think. I don't think he needs that for his career. No, I don't even know if with the detective career you need to reach certain points in certain skills. I don't remember. Well, we'll have to see. But actually, let me check his photography skill. He's at 75%, so taking those pictures during the wedding actually helped his photography skill. But I think he actually passed the halfway point of that skill. I think it's only a 5-level skill. But it'll be cool as well to take some more pictures with Henry, just go outside and take some more photos. And I'm actually really excited for them to finally buy this plot of land on which they can build their gallery. But as you can see, their money is a little bit lower than it was before because they had to pay for the wedding and they also had to pay for their bills. So this week we'll try to work as much as possible to earn as much money as possible to be able to go on a honeymoon, because as I said, I think in the past couple parts, I will be deducing 2,000 simoleons from their account when they'll be going on a honeymoon to pretend that they're paying for the spot that they will be staying at. It'll be a bit more realistic this way, and it's not like they can afford everything in life, so depending on how much money they have left, they might be able to buy a plot of land on which they can build the beginning of their art gallery. But we'll have to see once they'll be back from their honeymoon. So I think this is when we'll start thinking about their art gallery. For now, it's just trying to save up as much money as possible. And also, I will start thinking about building for them a tiny house, I think, with at least 1 bedroom, so that if they want to adopt a child, they can, and the child will go into the bedroom, while maybe they can sleep on a Murphy bed and just have a tiny house with a nice garden where they can play basketball, where they can play soccer, where they can paint, take photos, just do a bunch of things and just live in a tiny house. Because even though they're living in a pretty tiny house right now, it actually doesn't require require all of the needs to correspond to a tiny residential lot. So I need to build for them a new one, and I think they got used to living in such a tiny space, and also they're aware of all of the problems with the environment and everything, that they want to act on that probably and just live in a tiny house basically. I think they will enjoy that pretty well. So that's my plan. And also, if they buy a tiny house, I will try not to put too many expensive things inside so that they can afford that tiny house pretty quickly. But they have so many things to think about and so many things to plan. They have their entire life in front of them. That's crazy. How old actually are they? Oh, they're still pretty young. They have 77 days until they age up into adults. So they still have quite a bit of time before they have to hurry on having kids, having a house and all of that. So we still have quite some time with them. Where is Thomas actually? Oh, he's way over there. He's chatting with Nalani. Interesting. I wonder if she's going to show up in his relationship panel. Oh, and Brent is actually on chatting with Henry. Maybe Brent can be a workout buddy of Henry. And actually, there is a basketball upstairs. What is that? Hey, I heard you and Zoe Patel are good friends now. You're getting more popular. Clearly, you're a good person to know. Thanks, Mom. But yeah, I think not Thomas, but Henry enjoys more playing basketball than he does just working out. While I think Thomas really loves, you know, like bodybuilding, pumping iron, and running and all of that. I think Henry enjoys more playing basketball, especially because it's a bit more competitive, and I think Henry is a lot into the competition, you know. I think he really enjoys that. He wants to be the best at everything. I should have given him actually the self-assured trait. Oh well. Alright, let's go for this competition. Also, I think in the next part, I'm going to have Henry and Lee go on a date. And it's pretty easy actually to earn a silver on a date. So this way we can continue working on his aspiration. And I still need to have Lee get into a certain emotion to be able to complete an emotional painting. He just needs one more and then he'll be done with this milestone of his aspiration. And maybe as soon as he's done with this aspiration, I can also move on to an aspiration that's maybe family related, or maybe I can go for a fortune one. I don't know. Well, actually, the two brothers are pretty good at playing basketball. I should maybe get a soccer ball for Henry so that he can play soccer with his brother. And he just reached fitness level 4. And apparently he gained some fame, and there you go, he won court royalty from winning a basketball competition. Henry has emerged victorious. What a great game. Great! Though it's 8 p.m, so I'm just going to have Henry head on back to the house. He needs to eat something and he's also already pretty tired. How is Lee doing? Lee is still quite hungry. So what I'm gonna do actually is just skip on through the night so that we can start tomorrow morning with Henry heading off to work, and hopefully we'll be able to get a promotion because he's not that far from getting one, and all he needs is just to interrogate a suspect, though we still need to analyze a few pieces of evidence and also try to arrest a suspect so that we can interrogate them, and then he'll be promoted. I don't even know what level he'll be promoted in next, but we'll see that tomorrow. Alright, so it's the next morning and I've kind of cheated a little bit, but not really. I remember that with this bucket here, which we got from one of the dates, we could actually enable an emotional aura, and with this emotional aura, the Sims tend to become flirty when they're in the room of this decoration. So I enabled the emotional aura so that Lee could become flirty, which he did, and he then painted this painting here, which I think is actually quite cute. So I'm going to put that into his inventory. And he then managed to move on to the next milestone of his aspiration, and actually I just realized that he had 4,700 points, so I might actually buy him a few traits. But now he needs to view or admire 3 paintings at a museum, complete 10 excellent paintings, and achieve the level 6 of painting skill, which he's probably not that far from. Where is his painting skill? Yes, look at that. He's at 75% of the level 5, so he's doing pretty well for himself. So I guess when these two will go on a date, which I don't think will be today, maybe more on Thursday, because on Wednesday we have Summerfest, and this way, you know, they can stay as late as they want and they can enjoy the time at the museum. I think I'm going to send them both on a date at a museum, so this way he can view or admire 3 paintings at a museum, though I'm probably going to have them go to the museum in Oasis Springs just to change a little bit from the greenery of Newcrest and Willow Creek. So there you go. I think this is what we're going to do, but not in this part though. I think in the next one. And he wants to embrace Henry, so let's go ahead and do that before Henry goes to work. So let's go and embrace. But yeah, I feel kind of bad not to have had his emotion be a little bit different than the flirty one, but I'm actually quite pleased with the painting that he painted. And I think as soon as we have the gallery, it'll be a bit more fun for him to paint things because we'll be able to sell them and do more things around the paintings. I think this will be a bit more interesting. And also, before we head off to work, I wanted to show you where I hung up one of the photographies that we took during the wedding. And this is this one, and I've placed it here in their bedroom because I really like it. It's really bright, but I actually really like how bright it is. So there you go, this is where I've hung up one of their paintings. I wanted to hang up another one, but I don't like the fact that I cannot see the paintings when the walls are down, and I like to play on cut-off walls. So there you go, that's why I didn't hang up any other paintings. But anyway, duty calls. Yes, we're going to join Henry into work. Henry just got to the police station, so right now he needs to browse the police database, analyze evidence. Let's go ahead first and analyze evidence. This is actually the last one we have, so hopefully we can find something from it, and maybe we can try to deduce a new clue. I guess Henry, he remembers what case we were working on, because I honestly cannot remember, but it's because we haven't played with these guys for a week, so I need to remind myself a little bit more on what we were working on, but I know that we have to find a female who wears a skirt, apparently. But I would like to have a bit more information on that suspect. Okay, analysis success. Okay, something is broken, but I don't know what it is. Oh, it's this computer, that's fine. And then let's go and add a clue. He's deducing a new clue. Let's go also use this computer. Browse the police database. Where do we do that? Browse police database. And then cross-reference the police database with this crime scene photo. Henry was unable to deduce any new clues. We'll try that later then. And now because of that he stands. Dunn's deduction from failing at deduction looks like it's not elementary after all. We now know that the suspect is wearing a tank top. Okay, so female skirt and tank top. I'd like to know at least their hair color and maybe a trait. I might actually have him stay late if I realize that we can actually arrest and interrogate the suspect, because I really want for him to be able to get promoted. And we also need to take a police report, so let's go and take a police report. And this is Dina Caliente, and I actually really like her in The Sims 4. In The Sims 2, she's kind of mean and very selfish and gold digger, basically. But in The Sims 4, it seems more like it's Nina who's the gold digger, not Dina. And Dina in The Sims 4, I think, is pretty sweet, and she's also very pretty. But are you fresh out of the academy? At least you can put on a uniform right side out. That's a start. Alright, I need to report a crime. You see, there has been a theft. My heart. Alrighty then, you didn't cross the police database. Let's do that again. Let's do with the witness report, and we can add a clue. And then let's go ahead and talk to the chief, because apparently this is something that you need to do. Let's go talk to the chief. And so what is the next level that he's going to go to? He's going to become a detective, finally. Henry has proven worthy of the title corporal. Keep up the good work. I actually never really think about reading those little descriptions when you hover over the sign of your career, but sometimes the description is actually quite nice. You had those little descriptions when you were playing The Sims 2 and The Sims 3. They were very visible, but in The Sims 4 they're a little bit more hidden, so you can still find them though. That was something that I was quite sad not to see anymore, especially when my Sims were getting promoted. I like to read what they were supposed to be doing now. But in The Sims 4 you can, it's just by hovering over the sign here. Okay, he's on talking to the chief, and then let's go ahead and add a clue. How long does it take to solve a case? Are you dragging your heels? I want results, Baker, and I want them yesterday. Yep, I know. And then let's go back to cross-reference the police database with the witness report to try and find maybe a trait. Oh, the suspect is an elder. That's actually quite interesting. But we still don't know the hair color and a trait. I really want to know a trait. Oh, the computer is broken. Let's go and add a clue. And we can try again to deduce a new clue. Maybe this time it's going to work because we have 4 clues and we're about to have a 5th one, so maybe we can find something. Has gray hair, thank you. Oh, I mean, it's an elder. I should have guessed as well. Oh well. He doesn't seem to find anything. He was unable to deduce a new clue. Okay, let's go cross-reference the police database. Let's go for another witness report. But it's sad though that it's not like in the scientist career. When you click on a computer in the scientist career, you can just replace without having to spend any money. But when you're playing in the police station, and I think it's the same thing when you are playing in the hospital, when you click on the computer, as you can see, it just says repair. I would love to be able to just replace the computer just like you can in the scientist lab, because that's actually quite handy. Okay, let's go and add a new clue, and we can once again cross-reference the police database with the last evidence we have. All the computers are broken, but thank you, Vivian Lewis, for repairing the computer. The suspect is erratic. Okay, I think I have enough clues now. Let's go and issue this APB. When I have a trait, I feel ready to go and explore the world to find that suspect, because at least when we'll meet the suspect, or I mean when we'll meet the sim, we'll have way more information on them. Alright, so we apparently just got back to the wedding park, which I'm actually quite happy to be here. But let's see, so we need an elder woman, or a female sim, who wears a tank top and a skirt, who has gray hair, though this is custom content. This is an elderly woman, Lindsay Elias. Let's do a friendly introduction maybe, and see if she's erratic, because she wears a skirt, she has gray hair, she's an elder, she's a female. So yeah, and maybe because this is custom content, maybe this is registered as a tank top, I guess, though it's technically a sweater. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she's the suspect. Let's see, if we ask about suspect, what is she going to say? And she's also the only person here. Yep, she is. I'm sorry, but I can't help you. I'm sure you can. Let's go and arrest that person. Oh, I did not even see, but there is a wishing well here. Oh, maybe I had an idea. Oh, and there's still the soap in the fountain. Maybe instead of adopting a child, they could wish for one. Though I'd love for them to have a baby and see that baby grow. We'll see, maybe we can wish for a child. Who knows? We're back at the police station, and now we need to interrogate a suspect, so let's go right on in and interrogate a suspect with Lindsay Elias. And hopefully, actually, we won't even need to extend the day of work. We still have 3 hours. But depending on how the interrogation goes, I might need to extend the day. But maybe not. Maybe he'll be able to go back home on time and get a promotion. That would be perfect. But that's weird that the game registered this custom content as a tank top, because it definitely isn't. Although, that's actually quite strange to be wearing this type of sweater in summer. But anyway, let's go for evidence. Let's go reveal the case file, or review, sorry, the case file. Show crime pictures, and let's go ahead to show fingerprints evidence, and then show the witness statements. She seems shy. If only we had a shy trait. I know we have a loner trait, but being a loner and being shy is not the same thing, and I would love to see a shy trait come back to The Sims 4. And now she seems worried. Actually, something that we've never done before is maybe do some good cop, offer a candy bar, make small talk, make false promises, discuss victim. Because I always do the evidence one, they seem to be working pretty well. The suspect appears to be guilty. It's time to put this criminal behind bars. Yeah, showing the evidence, it always works. Better than doing the bad cop, good cop thing. Sometimes, though, it doesn't. And there you go. And there you go as well. Great, so he might actually be able to get a promotion. Also, something that I should do is heavily socialize with coworkers, because he met Brent at work, though I was pretty sure that he had met Anaya at work. And there you go, case closed. Now he's hungry, so let's go upstairs and eat something. Let's go... Oh, there's actually someone upstairs. Buy snack, let's go for a sandwich. And then he needs to exercise for an hour, though by the time he's done eating something, I'm pretty sure his day will end. Alright, so Henry unfortunately didn't get promoted, and that makes me really sad. But maybe tomorrow he'll get promoted, because it's also going to be his last day of work tomorrow. Because as I said, on Friday we have Summerfest and it's a day off of work. I'm so disappointed. But anyway, at least, you know, we've made some money, and hopefully tomorrow we'll make even more. We're back home and it's raining today. He wants to kiss Lee, so let's go and kiss him. kiss cheek. And he also wants to play in the rain, which we can definitely do. And how far is Lee actually from getting a promotion? He's not that far. He should be painting a little bit more. I'm probably going to take care of that off camera though, because once again, painting is not the most exciting thing to watch. But what I'm gonna do, guys, is actually end this part here. So next time we'll follow Henry back into work, and hopefully this time he'll get a promotion. And then later in the day, I will have both Henry and Lee go on a date at the museum, probably the one in Oasis Springs though. This way we can work on Lee's aspiration as well as Henry's. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I will talk to you in the next one. Bye everyone!